101.7 FM.
It's 8 minutes after 7. My name is Kobby, Spiky, Nkrumah. It's Tuesday, and unlike other Tuesdays before this Tuesday, there's no football. So we're here. For those who were fans enough to follow us on social media, keep tabs on us wherever we went, you didn't miss us. But for those who didn't because data they cost and you couldn't stream, we're here, free on your radio. You know what it is?
MTN.
Yeah,
use MTN.
Yeah. Everywhere you go.
Yeah.
Yes. And that means that I need to remind you that this show is made possible by MTN everywhere you go. You can bundle with MTN *138#. And yeah, enjoy bundles that don't expire.
Yeah. And you follow us when we go to the other side.
Yes. It's October. Last week we were on social media only, Facebook and YouTube. And so we gave a few tips about staying safe online. And as it may seem, we need to do it for more people to hear because, yeah, we're still getting calls. Winston and I, it's our daily job to be answering people's calls and telling them what they're doing wrong and why this is not working, why you've been hacked, why that information that you shared is the reason why somebody got access to your device. So, Winston, welcome.
Thank you, Spiky.
Yeah, we don't have Michael here.
Yes.
Because he's somewhere.
He's on leave.
He's on leave. Geek Squad leave.
Yeah.
But we're still going to do this without him.
Yeah.
Anyways, a little bit of a background about staying safe.
Mm-hmm.
Number one, people wonder why hackers do what they do. Because why is someone asked me that question, but what do they get from hacking me? You know, what is in hacking?
That's a funny question.
I'll tell you what it is. Global cybercrime is generating revenues of $1.5 trillion a year. And this is according to a 2018 study. So do the projections, 2022, how much? If 1.5 trillion in 2018, it's definitely going up.
Definitely.
And 2022, that means that it's higher. And it does take a huge toll on businesses and your personal life because you lose time. And time is
money.
Indeed. So if someone hacks you on your Facebook, your Instagram, your WhatsApp, your Twitter, or your website, if you're a business, all that time taken to get it back up costs you money.
Yeah. Not to mention the logistics and the skills you need to pay people who know what they are doing and all manner of things. And after you've experienced such a thing, you now think it prudent to pay the necessary people and the necessary services so that it doesn't happen again.
So
which is funny. Which is funny.
You've lost time, you've lost money.
Yes. So it's like it's a double proverbial whammy.
Yeah. So, besides that, you know, one of the things that people really, really like, it has an effect. People get hacked a lot with PDFs.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Because if I sent you a Word document that was like 50 meg or 100 meg, would you be worried?
It depends.
Why are you so underscored?
No, I mean, this goes into a good segue about PDFs. It depends. If
did I say PDF? I meant Word document.
Word document.
Yeah, if I sent you a Word document, it's like 50 to 100 meg.
I would be.
Exactly. But if I sent you a PDF that was 50 to 100 meg.
Yeah, I wouldn't be as
if it was a Word document or an Excel document. Yes. Exactly. Because PDFs are known to be larger than regular, Office documents. Now, this is because Word documents and stuff are known to be small. And PDFs are actually more, how do I even put it? They're more intricate. They have more things going on in there. And somebody could easily merge a rat not
Makola Kwakwe, yeah.
Makola Kwakwe or Obishi, as my Ghana teacher used to say, to the documents as a remote access tool to a PDF document and send it to you. And a lot of people are always expecting PDF documents from your bank, from your people that you are having conversations with or dealings with. They send you documents and it's usually a PDF. You have to fill a form, it's a PDF. Now a hacker could easily attach a rat to a PDF and send to you. And the moment you open it,
Sunny.
Ratatouille in your computer, you're infected. So yeah, PDFs, something people use to exchange information is that are most commonly targeted file type. According to Cisco, this was a report according to Cisco. Now, software updates, supply chain attacks as well. Hacking into a software and infecting the updates, and when people update it, they get infected. That's ingenious.
Yeah.
You know that happened with CCleaner? You ever use CCleaner?
Once.
I still use CCleaner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And CCleaner was one of the softwares that fell prey to this. So a lot of people were using CCleaner. About 2.7 million computers were infected because the hackers hacked CCleaner and attached whichever virus or malware to CCleaner. So they were going around infecting people. So yeah, you think you're downloading legitimate software, but then that's also been infected.
Yeah.
Now that's a bit of background. So the question a lot of people are probably asking is, why should they care?
Why should you care about being hacked?
About being hacked.
That's a very robust question. It's very robust because it's like, if you have typically people who feel like they shouldn't worry about hacks are people who think they have nothing to lose. In the sense that they don't have any information that is that important. They are not air quotes doing anything that is shady, that if it's brought to the light, it would be a problem. But hacks in general are just troublesome. Even just for the mere fact that you are giving the hacker training. His 1,000 hours, he's using you. If he gets into your system and he didn't get anything, he got experience.
Yeah.
He got experience points and he uses it on the next person.
Yep. He got to try you.
Yeah.
And he got, because the harder it is for a hacker to break into a system, the more demotivated they are. But if you give them reason to get into your system, if you give them ease, you give them experience, like you said, then they know that, okay, if I do this, I do that, I do this, this works. If I don't do this, I don't do that, it doesn't work. Yeah,
so the time that they will spend coming to do the entire, the hack, where you maybe you're the first time. And it's very interesting. When you're working on something, or you're running some code, or you're debugging some code, or you're doing something developer-wise, if it's not working, it's extremely frustrating.
Yeah.
So after 1 week of trying to figure this out, when you figure it out, the elation, you become so happy that the project feels like the best thing ever again. And I'm sure that's how many hackers feel. Because at the end of the day, after going through that 1 week of no hack, and then he finally gets a hack, the next person is going to finish the person in 3 minutes because now he knows what worked.
Yeah. Yeah, this is true. He got that experience from using you as his guinea fowl, as his test bench. So he moves on to that. Now, what a lot of people also don't realize that Abuebi Bekawa. No, Frantuma. Most hackers are closer than we can imagine. Yeah, because I was telling some people I gave a talk to quite recently that people don't realize that their passwords are still very much connected to them.
Yes.
Like almost everybody listening to us, if we do a poll right now, 90% of our listeners, Momo pins are their year of birth or date of birth. I bet you, if you're listening to me right now, your Momo pin is 19 something or 2000 and something, or it is your birth date. So let's say if you're born on the 2nd of May is 0205. If you're born on 9th of June is 0906.
What's funny? You should those who are listening hit us up on WhatsApp and just drop ice if you are one of these people.
If you are guilty, just drop the ice. 030 no 055 quadruple 1997 055 1111 997. If you know you're guilty of either your PIN or your password having your date of birth or year of birth, just put the ice. Say, yeah, you.
I see you.
I see you, because we see you. So yeah, there's that. And what easier way to let somebody who's closer to you get to know your password than letting them, all they have to just assume is, I know your birth date. And even people's phone passwords, your birth date and your year of birth is mostly your passcode. So if it's a 6-digit number, I've seen one I already. I've seen 2 eyes. I see you. Yes, you see? I see you too. In fact, if you send that eyes, start changing. Start changing your PIN, start changing your password, because now we know you. And I see you. Oh, Spiky, we'll shout it. Why won't I shout? So, that passcode on your phone, your birthday is 21st January 1991. So 210191. That's your passcode to your phone. So if you're trying to get into your partner's phone, I just gave you a tip. You know their date of birth, which is the day and the month and the year. Just play around with the arrangement of those numbers, and trust me, you'll be in. Somebody says my Momo PIN is a car number. Why do you just throw that out there? So now we know another thing to look for. Car numbers, because they're 4 digits.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. So
well, I never thought about that.
3408, your car number. That's your PIN number. I got you. So, but you see, now people who are close to you have things to use to try.
Yeah.
Because as humans, we usually forget passwords. So we use things that we can easily remember. And things that we easily remember are things that are close to us. Birth dates, or our children's birth dates, or the significant other's birthday.
Yeah.
You know, because they are easy to remember. And I know the men will not use somebody says the first 4 digits of the phone number, and you haven't realized that you just sent us a message with that phone number. So, or it's not this number. We just take it as it's not this number, so it's a different number. You're good to go. But the person who said is the car number, I'll come to look for your car, and then I'll get your PIN number.
Yeah.
But yes, these are the ways that hackers would easily try to identify you.
Yeah.
And we need to know that our mobile devices, which is why we started with the passcodes and the pins, they're the most accessible devices to us.
Yeah. I mean, when you think about how often you have your smartphone on you, it's crazy. Even when you're in the bathroom.
You say even, especially when you're in the bathroom.
Like when I say bathroom, I mean your phone self is not waterproof, but it's there with you.
Right on where the towel is supposed to be, it's there, or on the windowsill.
So yeah,
you know, you're taking a shower and you're peeking on the screen at the notifications, or you're having a conversation in a group. You know, we spend more time sitting on the WC because we are on our phones. You know, but we spend less time pushing because we're always on our phones. And 21st January 2101. That's somebody said. So all the guilty people, if you know you're guilty of using your birth date or your birth year as your PIN or anything, start changing it, because if anybody wants to hack you, it's the first place they're going to look for. And it's the same as your ATM PIN. You know, someone steals your wallet and they take out your ATM card or your purse. They have to just look on your ID
card
and they see your date of birth, and they go and try it on the ATM, and it will work because that's what you're using, your year of birth or your date of birth. So change this now if you're listening to us. Nothing identifiable to you should be used as a password. If you know that someone who is close to you can get that identifiable data and use it as your password, change it now. Now, moving on from that, we're going to be talking about how people get hacked. Very basic ways people get hacked.
Yeah. I think what the first thing is, many people presume that, we've said this here several times, that the way Hollywood has made hacking.
Yeah.
We are not lying. Some of it is like that, but that's the high-end industrial levels. But
like when they hack the pipeline, the gas pipeline.
Yeah, those are people, but they say probably in their mother's basements doing, but
a few screens.
Yeah, but like what Spiky said, majority of the hacks are from social engineering. It's just people looking at you as a person and then which is one of the first things people do when they're hacking a system. They'll be like, okay, what is most likely your password? So if
Yeah.
someone is going to hack your office laptop or your email in the office, they will just gather information about you and then figure out that, okay, this is what could potentially go. The only reason why the Hollywood version of hacking comes in is when they want to hack a lot of people and they don't want to type in one at
Yeah.
a time. That's when they are doing the high end stuff. But most hacks are just regular.
What you need to know, hackers are psychologists.
Yeah.
They have to profile you. They have to build an identity about you to be able to ease their stress, because it's a lot of work. I mean, why do I go and buy hacksaw and welding machines, come and cut through security gates when I could just convince you to give me the key without knowing that you've given me the key?
Yeah.
And that's what hackers would rather do. So we're going to go through a checklist of some of the basic ways people get hacked. Number 1, okay, people who get phones as gifts. Yes, if you got a phone as a gift, you could have been hacked through that. If I'm buying you a phone as a gift, I could pre-hack it and give it to you, and that's the easiest way people get hacked.
Yeah.
Because pre-hack it, install all the espionage software, the tracking software, the peeping software, and go back to Circle, and they will seal it with a plastic. They have the tools at Circle that can do it. You never know that iPhone you're holding has been opened before, that latest Samsung has been opened before, or in the case of the phones that don't even have plastic seals, they don't need that. But woe be unto you if it's a slightly used phone. It's probably been hacked. That's if the person is suspicious of you. So
yeah,
for those of you that receive phones as gifts,
yeah, that
you could be
iPhone 14, be careful.
yeah. Then number 2, WhatsApp web.
WhatsApp web.
You know that thing was a thing for some time.
Oh yeah, the connected to PC.
To a desktop.
Yes. I remember that being a thing. I think on the show someone did talk about that they left it on a laptop they gave to their girlfriend or
Yes,
something
and they
like
were
that.
reading their messages and all that.
And they wanted to know
Luckily, WhatsApp has made it more difficult now, because now when you scan the QR code, you're asked to enter a PIN
yes,
on the phone. But if your PIN is your date of birth,
Agbena. And also WhatsApp has also slightly made it easier, because now WhatsApp web is
independent.
Yes, it's slightly independent.
It's independent of the phone.
Yeah.
So even if the phone is off, the messages are still dropping.
Yeah.
Eesh. But some people would say, oh, but I don't use WhatsApp for my undercover things. I use Signal
Or Telegram.
or Telegram.
Yeah.
But they all have desktop versions. Unfortunately, WhatsApp would actually let you know if you have the desktop version running, WhatsApp
Yes.
web running. It will
Yeah.
let you know. Signal doesn't. Telegram doesn't. Viber doesn't. None of these other...
I hear Viber chill.
Charlie, Viber day.
They
Somebody
vibe.
constantly, they vibe me on Viber. Multimedia people know who I'm talking about. And I mean, I won't say about iMessage, but iMessage also does same. You can run iMessage on a MacBook Pro.
Okay.
And it doesn't say on the phone that you're signed in on the desktop. So the desktop alternatives for all these platforms allow you to basically log in on that. So in your mind, oh, I'm having low-key conversation somewhere, but somebody is spying on the desktop somewhere, reading your messages, and they'll call you. Who is this person?
You know the funniest thing? This, I don't think happens to Ghanaians as much, but it's also something that could really happen. Office laptops. See, they are not meant for your WhatsApp and things.
They're not meant for personal work.
Don't touch it with any of your because if it's time to collect the laptop and you forget, that's free access.
All your data is on there.
Yeah, that's just free access.
No, but this is very interesting that you mentioned this, because deeper into this conversation, we'll talk about how deleted stuff is not actually deleted. Where people think, oh, I deleted it. Did you? Did you really?
About that.
So, and now, I saw this, Mr. Who's the Boss did a video on YouTube talking about the USB cables that can hack.
Yes.
Yeah. I had one, but it was in my friend's car, and then I thought that it was his cable
And left it.
and left it in there.
I wonder what he used.
I wonder, he doesn't even know that it's what it is.
Oh, okay.
So those who just come to work without a cable and they borrow people's cables to charge their phones. There are cables that can actually hack your phone because there's a chip in that cable that can connect to a computer and be transferring your data. So you come to the office, oh, Spiky, can I borrow your cable? Why not?
You know the worst part? It will probably be using your data.
You know, it's not probably. It actually is using your data.
You come back and be like, Charlie, I just bought...
My bundle finished. Yeah, you just transferred data to somebody, you know. When I say data, I don't mean like your bundle data, your information, all the content on your phone you're transferring. So in your mind, oh, I get, you know, I'm secured. I'm using Spiky's cable. Are you using my cable? Or is my cable using you? So be careful about the cables that you borrow. And also, I saw this one on CNET. You know, in the airports, they have some USB ports in the wall. Like wall sockets actually have USB ports. And in one case, there was a hacker on the other side connected to the USB ports in the wall. You know, so you've plugged your cable into his laptop. Like in your mind, you are charging your phone. But you plugged it in and it said trust. And you said yes. And you trusted the wall socket to charge your phone. Because that's how people don't read. That's the problem. Man. It's asking you trust this computer to give access to it. And we hit trust because
your phone is at like 5%. You don't have the time. That's what normally
So happens. Trust. And it's charging and it's sending data.
The honest truth don't use anything public, especially airports. Don't try it. Airport, I get it. You just landed and you want to find out the person who came to pick you is coming. I get it. Don't do it. Do the roaming and call. It's expensive.
It's expensive, but it saves you.
It will save you.
But yeah, we'll give some other tips too on that. The tip Winston is giving is for those who have the cash to spend. If you don't have the cash to spend, VPNs and things, but we'll get there. Now, speaking about airports, when you said airports, I don't know, I was hearing AirPods.
Oh.
But not AirPods. Airport.
Yeah, airport.
Like Terminal 3.
Yeah.
Free Wi-Fi. We love them. But they're dangerous. Especially if you have someone on that free Wi-Fi with you who is more knowledgeable than you, who knows how to use you on that free Wi-Fi. So here you are connected to the free Wi-Fi and you decided, oh, let me order something while I'm here.
How?
And while you're doing that ordering, Mr. Black Hat Hacker is also on the network doing what we call the man in the middle and just intercepts all that transaction. In fact, they can even send you the website, their version of the website. You enter ebay.com and they will serve you the ebay.com themselves. And then you check out, enter your card details, and enter your CVV. While you're leaving the airport, you notice that you just bought an Alienware laptop. Like, no, I didn't buy a laptop. It was just...
And it's actually really a serious thing for us in Ghana because we use debit cards as opposed to credit cards. Because with a credit card, you can call your credit card company and tell them that I didn't make this purchase. Yeah. And your money could be reversed, refunded, or the whole transaction could be... But debit card, Charlie, I asked him.
And so, advice, use credits, like the prepaid credit cards. If your bank has that, use the type that you can load to make the transaction. Once you're done, you're done. Once they have the card details... They can't do anything because there's no money on it. It's prepaid. I mean, until you decide to leave the money on it.
So people can play the long game, which is another thing about hackers that everybody should know. They are very patient.
It's a being job.
Yeah, his job is to be patient.
So that thing that you think that, he tried once, he didn't get it. No. He's waiting. He's lurking. So open Wi-Fi. Another thing is, how I got... Let me confess. Once upon a time, my neighbor had Wi-Fi. I didn't. And this was my first ever, mid-tier to advanced level hack. Where I downloaded Kali Linux and used Aircrack NG and Evil Twin. So I basically created the same Wi-Fi as my neighbor's Wi-Fi. So if my neighbor's Wi-Fi was home Wi-Fi 1, I created the same home Wi-Fi 1, but mine was a hackable one. So if my neighbor tries to connect to home Wi-Fi 1, he'll probably connecting to mine, enters the password, and it says wrong password, but then I have gotten the password. So then all I had to do now was when I got a password, I just keyed it into home Wi-Fi one, the original one.
Yeah.
And me and my neighbor were chilling. His internet. I'm sorry, my neighbor, but at that time, and then I was a teenager, you know, and I didn't have internet. And you had, but I'm sure you were not finishing your quota. So I was helping you.
I'm thinking about how internet data bundles used to work back
Yeah,
then.
those days, the broadband.
Yeah.
I know they finish them. I help
Yeah.
him. Wow. You know, he contributed to my movie download catalog. But yeah, so that's another way. If you see a cloned version of your Wi-Fi, be wary because it could mean that somebody is trying to hack you.
Mm-hmm.
So ideally, hide your SSID, your Wi-Fi name. Don't show it. Hide it. Don't let anybody, know. So because if it's out there in the open, all the person has to do is create an evil twin, and an unsuspecting person, even you, wouldn't know the difference. Which one is mine? Which one's not mine? Because they are all there with passwords. They're all there, locked, secured. You go and click one, enter the password, and it tells you it's wrong. The moment you enter and it says it's wrong, go and change your password.
Yeah,
Because-
and also some that's why sometimes it's good to have there are good sides and bad sides to always sign me in features. Because the good side is that if you are in such a situation, it will automatically sign you into your Wi-Fi.
New device.
Yeah. Okay, a new device. Fine. Okay, yes. That's where
Or somebody comes to your house, a guest comes to your house and wants to, connect. You give them the password.
That's where they
They
go
ask
to
you
the
which
wrong
of the Wi-Fi. You say, home Wi-Fi one. And like, okay, they click on the hacker one, go and enter the password. It didn't
Fair.
work. Oh, let me see. And they come and try it. It doesn't work. Try the next one. That one works. Okay. These technology things. Let me read some of the messages. So, Spiky, one shouts it. Yana from Kanish. So, but Charlie, some of us, them who are forgetful, what should be done? Other harder codes and stuff are difficult to remember. And then we keep doing password resets and all. I mean, they keep forgetting. I know you're talking about your parents. So I used to do this until I repented. Now I have a minimum of 35 characters for each of my passwords, except for the ones which have a specific limit, such as a Momo pin and my ATM pin. Good luck to my hacker friends. The 35 characters is actually very interesting. My friend's password was, "The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want." But she was still hacked. The Lord was her shepherd, but she was found wanting. So it doesn't matter the number of characters. It's a combination of numbers, alphabets, uppercase, lowercase, symbols. And, we actually gave a tip. Local language.
Yeah, the local language.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not 100% secure because, like I said, okay, you guys didn't hear because we are the other side.
Yeah.
We're only on social media. One of the tips is to use local dialect in creating your passwords. The downside to that is that when they are doing large scale hacks, they normally have
A dictionary.
a dictionary. So basically, what the dictionary is, it holds so many words, thousands of words. So what the system's job would be to input each word. If it finishes all the words, then to start freezes, then to keep going till it gets you. And the speed of it is dependent on the processing power that the hacker has at his disposal.
And with the number of mining machines people built to mine,
and
people have very, very powerful machines.
And this dictionary, the system could go through it in less than 5 minutes, depending on the processing power. So it's not a long game. But the reason why local dialect work is that low key, we feel like nobody is really looking at Ghana like that. That's why I say low key. It's a presumption.
That's the thing. Yes,
it is
a
a
very,
presumption.
very, very dangerous presumption.
A dangerous presumption. But I think it is one of the starter ways. There are far better ways to have safer passwords.
So we've got a question here. Nana Kwesi is asking, how do hackers make money from hacking social media accounts, etc.?
They hold it for ransom. Imagine you're a social media influencer and you are making money from your Instagram or your YouTube, and you are making, let's say, in the excess, let's say you're even making $1,000 a month, which is not the case, because there are certain YouTubers who make tens of thousands of dollars from brand deals and also from just the mere fact that they post stuff. So if that is a situation, when someone hacks that account, of course the influencer will pay to get the accounts back,
Yeah.
because your account is your livelihood. Your account is your bread and butter.
That's how you make money.
Yeah, you're not about to start the account all over again and try to convince people to believe that it is you.
Yeah.
Who is going to believe that there's a 10 million follower account and then you have 5 followers, you are saying that I'm the real person?
Yeah,
Nobody's
true.
going to believe
Nobody's
you.
going to believe you.
Yeah.
And also, some of these people, because of the advent of bots killing, you know, because social media services are constantly flushing out bots. When you go, some of these follower mines or follower farms look for actual accounts. So when you say some people go and buy followers, they want real human beings.
Yeah.
So somebody's probably hacked about 5,000 accounts, real humans, and they will sell it to someone and they use it to push an agenda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, like you said, so normally it's something Spiky and I have done where certain things have happened in Ghana and certain videos were posted, certain things were going slightly viral, and we just looked into the account, how long the account has been running, and then we figured out, oh, this is a bot.
Yeah.
But if this account has been in existence since Twitter was made,
It's very difficult.
it's very difficult to
and there's proper interactions
with other people. So you feel like, okay, this is a legitimate person with a legitimate sentiment about something. So those are a few of the ways that hackers make money. Because I've actually tried the buy follower thing. I've looked into it. Be like, okay, so you buy, okay, how many followers do you want or how many views do you want? Then they'll give you, okay, for 4,000 views, you pay this, blah, 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 blah. Okay, I want it to be real people. I want them to make comments, blah, blah. Like, there are levels to it, and it's very interesting.
Okay, so we're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we're still giving you tips on how to secure yourself in the connected world. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Joy 99.7 FM.
Hey, transactions in Kwahu beeping, not dead.
Charlie, come on, issue. Right, be mumu pet way if you make us small.
Smile. Guy way.
Bro, I hear say if you chop 5K every week, sake of MTN Momo man too.
Hey, sir, tell me more. Momo Month is back and bigger than before. This time, we're giving you several reasons to smile. Simply download and install the Momo app. Earn more points as you use it. Send Momo. Pay for goods and services using the QR code or merchant ID. Buy airtime or data from your own wallet. And you could win up to 5,000 Ghana cedis every week. Achieve your weekly targets and double your points accumulation. Dial *170# to check your points. TNCs apply. Please note that all winners will only be called by the official MTN number 0244 300,000 to redeem your prizes.
MTN. From Accra to London, Europe, and to all parts of the world, it's showtime once again for the 6th edition of the Ghana Music Awards UK.
Thank you for following up this presentation for the Tabia Ghana Music Awards UK. Today, we mark our calendars. It's gonna be a great night from the Royal Regency Palace. It's a countdown to the 6th edition of Tabia GMA UK Awards. Saturday, 29th October, Red Carpet opens at 7 p.m. and showtime begins at 9 p.m. sharp till 4 a.m. British time. It is a night coming with the stars, witnessing the musical culture from Ghana. Expect your favorite artists from Ghana, Europe, and the UK live in performances. It is Afro music and more to the world. Grab yours now. Tickets on sale at www.gmauk.co.uk at £50 standard, £70 VIP, and £100 VVIP. Sponsors: Tabia Herbal Bitters, producers of Tabia Tacom. Adonco Next Level, Absa Bank Ghana Limited.
Media partners: Adom FM, Joy FM, Adom TV, Joy Prime, Joy News, MyJoyOnline.com.
Ghana Music Awards UK is brought to you by Alonia Promotions and West Coast UK in partnership with Pan-African Society and proudly powered by Absa Bank Ghana Limited.
Tabia GMA UK, our music, our culture.
Eden
a neutron.
You are right.
Another season is here, and 135 schools keenly compete for one trophy. It's the 2022 National Science and Maths Quiz. Kumasi will once again host the creme de la creme from the 10th to the 26th of October. Catch all the contests on TV, radio, and online. The 2022 National Science and Maths Quiz is produced by Primetime Limited and is sponsored by the Ghana Education Service in partnership with APSA Ghana and supported by Goyle, Prudential Life Insurance, Airtel Tigo, Dano Milk, Newmont, GMPC, Accra College of Medicine, Academic City College, and YFM. The broadcast of the National Science and Maths Quiz on Joy News is supported by Virtual InfoSec Africa, Security Solutions by Design, Virtual Security Africa, Complete Security Solutions, Vitamilk, a happy meal at any time, Cowbell, our milk, high in protein and vitamins, Alumni by Enterprise Life, Enterprise, your advantage, Fatex Toilet Roll, soft and smooth, Ace Medical Insurance, the new face of healthcare financing, Azar Group, showed from Azar, your premium choice, Kings Group Limited, set the standard, Family Health Medical School, Ghana's premier private medical school, DBS, your roof expert, ZNZ, every grain is filled with love and goodness. The Basto School, start here, go everywhere. Kobby, our lives simplified, and Lumitrust from Pharmatrust, an effective anti-malarial drug you can trust.
Joy 99.7 FM.
Geek Squad.
And we're back. So if you're just tuning in, you're late. Very late. Because we've given plenty of pour on how to not be hacked or how to prevent hacking. And if you got that point, you think you're going to hack, know that the person who you're going to hack is listening to us and knows how to protect themselves. So you're hacking, it make beans. And it's illegal. Don't infringe on somebody's privacy by snooping on their WhatsApp and what's not. It's like,
Yeah, I mean, even your significant other or anything, if they find out that you are eavesdropping or hacking them, you can be reported to the cybersecurity team of Ghana.
Cybersecurity Authority.
And
the
then
CID headquarters.
you'll be in trouble.
You'll be in trouble.
Very big
arrest
trouble. So
you
watch
can't be
out.
entering somebody's personal space like that. You know, a lot of girls say they won't date me because I can't do that. Like, this was a conversation. Some girl was like, you Spiky, I can't date you because I can't hide anything from. Like, why even thinking this in the first place?
Why is she thinking what?
Why is she thinking that I can hack her?
Oh, okay. I thought you were thinking, why is she thinking she will hide things from you?
Well, people, it's very normal. It's normal human behavior to hide things from people.
Yeah.
Some things are personal.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you have a conversation with someone, it really isn't anything, but your significant other seeing that conversation could definitely translate into something very dangerous. You know, and yeah, then now you do some explanation.
The honest truth is that I'm an advocate of your significant other's smartphone is their property.
Mm-hmm.
Until they hand it over to you, don't go snooping.
If they hand it over to you, Steph, there's a limit to where you should go.
You know, we always talk about this all the time, where I give you my phone and then you want to look at the picture.
Like, I've given you, look at this picture, then you are going to scroll. What's wrong with you? I said, look at this picture. I didn't say, look at my gallery. If I wanted you to look at my gallery, I'd say, would you mind going through my pictures?
Yeah.
You just give somebody a phone and you start seeing swipe.
Mind your business.
Bruh. So right now, if you are swiping, and then you see an eclipse.
What if you swipe and then I've written a footnote of my passwords, hypothetically?
Hypothetically.
Yes, because people actually do that.
Yeah.
Do you recommend doing that? Because there are so many people who are talking about how it's very difficult for them to remember their passwords.
Mm-hmm.
So would you recommend writing your password?
So if you're going to write your password, you must have a code that nobody even knows is a written password.
Bro, that's how you see.
That's even more work.
Yes.
No, but you see, if, for instance, let me give you an example of this code. So if your password is, let's say, your pet's name and something in addition, right? You could just write capital let's say if my pet is called Kwame, so capital K and then 2, K2. You know what I mean? You see it and it will trigger your mind to remember that that's Kwame 2000. I'm just saying, like, okay, see, hear me out. I know somebody who does this and it works. And if you see it, it looks like typos. It looks like just a jumble of letters and words over there. Okay, so you can see like K 2019 underscore. And you're thinking, what was the person trying to write? But it's actually a password, a code for a password. And it's just scattered. It's not orderly. It's just scattered. So you don't know. And it's not even attached to anything. So they probably just put like, basically I'm giving somebody's code out for somebody to try. But yeah, you get the point. Yeah. Something that would jog your memory.
So I have fun creating passwords.
You dare.
Because it's like a little puzzle. So that's how I enjoy creating passwords, and that's how I remember passwords. Because anytime someone asks, what's your password? I literally tell them what the code, like what you said, the code. So there was a time where someone was asking, what's your password? And my password was 4 letters at the time. And they were like, what's your password? And then I was like, what do you want? What's your password? What do you want? What's your password? What do you want? 4 letters.
Yeah.
And nobody ever figured it out till I was ready to change my password. And I was like, what do you want? The first letters of what do you want was my password. The mere fact that telling them that, because it was a triggering question for many people. I need your password, and you're asking me, what do I want?
Yeah.
So those are the type of things I enjoy about creating passwords.
It's like my Wi-Fi passwords. I say it's 11223344.
Yes.
And people are like, I've entered 1, 2, 3. I said, no, 11223344. They'll go, okay, 1122. No, I didn't say 11. I said 1122s, 3 3s, 4 4s. And they still never got it. So I come and write, like, oh, that's what you meant. Yeah. So if I had written that as my password code, people would never have known what it was.
Yeah. So basically the advice is, you can have your very long password.
The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want.
But link it to something memorable. That is enough to trigger your memory. Like you said, if it's your dog and it's called Kwame, I will probably go K9K. Because K9
is a dog.
It's a dog code, and then K for Kwame.
Yeah. Simple. You know, this talk about passwords reminds me of a movie by Liam Neeson, Unknown. It's a very old movie. And the password, the code for the password was 3 digits. And the first digit was the page of a book. The second digit was a chapter in the book. And the third digit was a line. The third, like the number of the word in that line. So, and there was a botanist, hypothetically, in the movie. And so it was botanical names.
Oh.
Right? So, Colomidibus Glorious something. Yeah, but that was the password. So you'd see the code. So all he has to do is go and carry his. So if you're a science student, go and take your GAST. And then you say GAST page number 96. Or if you're a math student, your Acula.
Or even Bible. I mean, your favorite Bible verse.
See, Bible verses or Bible quotations are one of the first things hackers target, especially in Ghana. We are very religious.
No, I mean, not the whole verse, but like maybe you have a very favorite verse and there's a line in that verse that you like. So your code to that password will probably just be the chapter before, or maybe it's John 3:16 plus 1. That means your password is somewhere in John 4:16.
But the thing, you see, people, if you're listening, we are giving these codes as examples. So
Don't
go and apply that one. And then say, oh, Winston said John 3:16, so I do plus 1. Charlie, they'll put they out there. Just come up with it. Be ingenious. You know, something that you never, or it could even be lyrics to your favorite song.
Alternatively, Google does offer
password
generators. That means that there's one password to rule them all. Lord of the Rings. You have to make sure that one password is so solid and you remember it, because it is generating all your other passwords. If they crack that password, bam, Akpasho.
you become beans.
Yeah.
So yeah, those were our tips for passwords. Someone's asking a question about tracking someone. In movies, all they do is call their number with a victim phone and tracking begins. Is that an app to that effect, or exactly how is it done where you can check the location of the victim on the map? See, those who make the calls are security services and they have access to triangulation.
Yeah, and triangulation is in the hands of telcos.
That's why when you want to track a phone number, you go to the police, you go to the telcos, they'll tell you to bring a police report or a court order saying that you have permission to track that number. Because every phone reports to the cell towers.
Yeah.
So the telco can tell exactly where the phone is.
Yeah.
So you go to your police with a letter saying why you need to track that number. Maybe there's a kidnapping or maybe there's a crime.
Yeah.
There's proof of that. Then you get a court order. I don't know if you need to go that far, but
I think you do. Yeah, it's normally a.
Or just go to the cybersecurity authority with a good case, and they can walk you through that whole process. Then they would get the telcos to pinpoint the location of the phone. So if you're a criminal, that's how the police can track you with a phone number. Then they will get you. So you know, I was talking about people who like smartphones. People give out their phones easily. I'm done using my phone today. People wonder why they ask me for my old phones and I don't give them out. Like, you saw my post about my old phones, all my old phones you're the only person I've given one of my old phones to. Yeah. Very few people get my old phones because I know I can trust them if they discover my old data to keep them safe.
Yeah.
No, Mami AC, I'll give you my old phone. So, listen, deleted files are not really deleted, okay? If you ever copy something on your computer, see how long it takes. Versus when you're deleting it, it's almost instant because it wasn't really deleted. Your computer is just telling the real estate providers that this land is for sale, although there's a house on it. So the space that was occupied by a file is the operating system is being told that, hey, this place is available. So if a new file comes, it can come and stay here.
Yeah.
Right? Then it's demolished when a new file comes. So if you're giving away your old computer or your old phone, your data could be recovered. Any advanced data recovery just needs to go and read the phone.
Advanced K.
Advanced is basically paid for.
Yeah.
When we say advanced, we mean paid for.
Yeah.
Free stuff, there's always a limit.
Caveat.
Yeah. But the person who can pay for, and it's not expensive.
Yeah, because a few months ago, I went through a lot of data recovery stuff, and I recovered 2 terabytes of information in one night. It's fairly simple.
Very simple. I've recovered 6 terabytes.
It's very exciting though, trying to figure out what the problem is and how to go about it. And like Spiky said, there was one time where I realized, which supports what you said about the real estate thing. So the only time where your device, besides using, so some of these paid softwares, they come with a feature of properly deleting everything of your wiping. The only way anybody can get that information is if they take it to the people who use laser scanners to watch that. There are some people who the data recovery,
advanced data recovery, are paying hundreds of thousands of dollars. So if you've lost about 10 Bitcoin on your hard drive, you can go and pay that one, because you know that when you get a 10 Bitcoin, you can pay. So that one is understand. Basically, what we're even saying is that deleting doesn't mean it's gone.
It's gone. It's just
a matter of how much money you have to get it back.
Yeah.
Or how much time.
It's basically not necessarily compressed everything, but it's like Spiky said, your OS has just been told that this virtual space is empty now.
Yeah.
But it's actually not empty. Which goes into the whole conversation is what is the exact size of a drive? It was very exciting. But the thing is, every drive does have a capacity limit. That's why they are doing 1 terabyte. Because what happens is that it's telling the OS that, hide this space, hide this space, hide this space. It gets to a limit where some of those very old ones will really be forgotten.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like your memory, essentially. Yes. And so when you're giving phones away, you're giving computers away, either you do a proper secure wipe where the drive is overwritten countless times, or the phone is flashed countless times, factory reset countless times so that no data recovery, unless a person, I mean you, and is willing to pay a lot of money to get that data, then yeah, know who you hand over your stuff to. And people receive some of these emails soliciting things, and we're getting into the festive season. Unfortunately, because of World Cup and stuff, we are going to be off again. So, final tip. During Christmas, you'll be getting things like emails and WhatsApp messages. The WhatsApp message will tell you that, oh, this company is giving out free something. Click on this link, share to 5 or 10 of your contacts, and you could win something. If someone sends you a link, links are very dangerous if you don't know where they're leading. Don't click on it. If it's in your email, check the sender email if it's coming officially. See, I think we have to do a proper explanation of this with visuals and diagrams.
Because I just remembered something I went through. And just because I was able to research, I was able to avoid it. But I've also, not even the Christmas one, there's this message that's been going around where they're saying that we are offering 1,000 people employment, stuff like that. These messages are things that will ginger you to a call to action because, Charlie...
Yeah, and Canadian visa lottery. Canada doesn't even do visa lottery. Don't click that link. Anyways, we've run out of time. Thank you for staying with us. Thank you for joining us on this Tuesday on Geek Squad. Thank you very much, my producer, Prince Safo. Thank you, Kofi Hayford, for holding us down. Crispy. Thank you, Winston, for coming. And we won't be around from next week. And when World Cup comes, we won't be around because of football. But we'll find a way to, educate you guys. Just stay tuned. Follow us on all our social media handles. At The Real Spiky, at Mr. Watcher, at Prince Safo. Everybody, and hashtag Geek Squad, Joy Geek Squad. Follow us on Telegram. t.me/Joy Geek Squad. My name is Kobby Spiky. Find me at The Real Spiky. I can't say catch you next week.
Peace.